It's more than the memory of the dream. We're at the same location, the same school. We're older though, and there's this well. And it's the first dream I had with Amanda, with this ritualistic, where I felt it was Avalon, and it's not. Avalon doesn't exist in the human realm. I've been initiated, and I know that now. The school of Avalon, they're everywhere, and it's an important school to me, and it's a school of thought that I live in. When I had the dream, I didn't realize it was a farewell, but I think that's why I got emotional. I knew I was leaving her there because I needed to move on. Um, we're over a well waiting for the moon to hit the water, the reflection, and we do this ceremonial dance with our hands. Um, we start over, clasped over our heads. We pull out and then down, and then we come back through to the center, and then we go back up through like all the chakras. It's kind of how I would describe it now. It's not how I would describe it then. I would sacred points, and then again we rise to the top, go up, and we continue to do this over and over again, hands clasped, until the reflection of the moon is off the well water. And then we do the forehead. I just want to start crying. But I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Just to follow a different path. I think she's still there. Or she stays for a very long time.
This is the day of your death, when you leave the body. You can view this scene as the observer if you like. When you're there, can you describe what's going on?
Yeah, I saw it really clearly. I'm back home in this Mesopotamia location, or at least maybe I transport myself there emotionally or spiritually, but I immediately saw myself in the cave, and I'm ready to die, but I'm alone. It's one of the caves where I've placed the goddess Inanna. Yeah, I went there to die and to reconnect and try to. I just saw myself trying to communicate with Amanda to let her know I was leaving, and she knew. I think she's become like the crone of Avalon, or at least the thought of Avalon.
Can you tell from this perspective what your body is dying of?
This age and sadness. It's not deep. It's a knowing sadness. It's not devastating sadness.
Now, from this perspective, whatever has happened has already happened. You're on the other side of it. Your last day has occurred. You've left the body. From this perspective, you can easily look at the entire lifetime. Every life has lessons and a purpose, and I'm curious, what were some of the lessons that you learned in life?
It wasn't quite a lesson. I just, as you were asking that, I realized we were both brought there, and I kind of had. I guess it's a lesson. I had this. To grow where you're planted. again made me feel super emotional. It was just like, grow where you're planted. I feel like we were plucked and put somewhere. Yeah, I think that was the biggest lesson I took, and I didn't grow as well where I was planted as she did in that place. The rigidity of it, I struggled against instead of just melding into. And that's why I had to leave. I didn't have to leave, and I think that's where the sadness came in, because I was kind of fighting upstream against where I was planted in that timeline. Yeah, I bloomed, and it was good, but it was never, yeah, completely mine. But it could have, I think it could have been.